This could be the winner. We're looking at about 3 low budget autofocus lenses for the X Mount. As I record this, there's 2 that have started that I can't mention, and this one, and in some aspects I think this one might be the winner. As you can read, today we're going to be talking about the 55mm f1.4 autofocus lens from Meike. So let's check it out. I mean, we've already started checking it out. This is being recorded, as you can read, on the T4. Let's see how the autofocus fares again, just for one more test. A little bit slow there. What about this? Breathing. Does it matter? Yeah, that's that test done. Let's see what's up with the lens itself and then get out and have a bit of fun with it. Pretty standard Meike packaging. Nothing really to report about there. Warranty, silica. There we go. And the lens itself. Now, just a quick overview of the lens, of course. We do have quite a slim cap on the back. No weather sealing, but there is a little bit of a, I think it's called gasket. There's a little bit of rubber there. It's actually quite a cool looking lens. We've got a Type-C port there for updates. Let's see if we can get this bit back on. I find these little clips kind of tricky, but it's a minor. This is plastic, but this, I believe this is metal, and this beauty, I mean, listen to this. Metal, yeah. Snap cap there, 52mm filter thread, minimum focusing of 61 centimeters, STM motors. It's around 260 grams, I believe. I did weigh it earlier. This is really a killer feature, especially at this budget. f1.4 to 16 and an A, and a really sure, solid aperturing. Listen to that. We almost never get anything like this at this end of the budget. That is going to be a big selling point for this lens. Of course, this is an 82.5mm full frame equivalent lens. There's 11 elements in 8 groups. It's going up against some, I don't want to say stiff competition, because there's certain things about this lens that really could make this the winner, but we've still got some time to get into it a bit. Let's pop the hood on so you can see what that's like. And put it on the wrong way around, but there you go. Not too bad at all. That didn't mention the AF MF switch. This lens is actually pretty well featured for a low budget lens, but how does it fare? Let's get out. I think the samples we're going to use from Black Country Living Museum, a really fun place if you're in the Midlands and you get a chance to go there. Yeah. Let's see how we get on. Having used the lens for a good while now, I have to say that probably my favourite aspect about this lens The winning factor is the build and the handling. We're very happy to see this metal aperture ring which clicks so short, and overall the whole lens feels surprisingly good for the price. Autofocus is a tricky one. As you just saw, it's not quite there, but it does actually feel pretty decent when out and about shooting. Better than the tests that you're seeing us showing. But I do find it needs a bit of a firmware tweak to get the face detection working more accurately. Sharpness is a tricky one. When the autofocus hit the right spot, the resulting image was sharp enough, let's just say, but there's definitely room for improvement, even in the center of the frame, but it's still usable. You know, oftentimes an image doesn't need to be razor sharp to be worth keeping. Color rendering, so-so, not the best, but usable. Contrast, not bad wide open. There are enough details throughout the image in the real world. Now, chromatic aberration is probably the most noticeable flaw that this lens has, and it does remind you that you generally get what you pay for. There's also a bit of vignetting wide open, but that's less worrying. The lens does flare a bit when you're shooting into light, but not a big deal for me. I don't do it that often. The lens performs well enough wide open, but it's around f4 when it clears up for more critical shooters, although you're probably not at this budget if you're that critical. Still, it's a low budget lens and the image quality almost reflects the price, almost. After the surprising build and handling, the price is the winning factor for this lens, let's face it. It's around £157 on Meike's own website, which is a brilliant price for a 1.4 autofocus lens that doesn't perform particularly badly at all, particularly. Now, at the time of recording this, it's not available in that many places, and there's also one English-speaking video about it online up until this point of recording, I should say. So I'm not sure if Meike don't feel particularly confident about the lens or just don't have the budget to get out there. But having tested the other two lenses that, let's say, it's up against, I'd say Meike should get this into more stores and promote it a bit better. It's a very welcome addition to this end of the market. Have you tried it? Let us know, and I'll see you soon.